I need another heavy. I've got TB and a quick draw.
I want to get fairly tight to it. Now, anybody who's going to be working range, I'm going to need you to fade right on this. And when anybody's running short, is going to stay towards the top of the call there if we're going to come at them.
I have you in the Griff. Griffin.
Sounds good.
Well, that's the thing. We got to get to brawling range, so I may be moving us, right up to the hoop if we have to.
Wolverine nach Charlie 4.
It's fine, chill the out, man. It's fine. It's just a 5-star.
Komm, Leute, redet miteinander.
15 seconds. Yeah, exactly. Don't die. Guys, 15 seconds. Don't die. Guys. 3, 2, 1.
Charlie Dar, CT, yellow.
Okay, good. Get Charlie, see if we can get it. There. To your left, there's there. Sorry, shit. So, jetzt guys, hinter die Indie-Pocken.
Mediums be prepared to pull back E40 towards the E5 border. On my mark.
Left side, come on! Like now, I need strikes on OP barrel. Wire our strikes up.
Die Hauptgruppe rechts, Uferlinie.
They have 3 mechs sitting on the left side when you pass over.
Overheating is bad.
Both legs on the Griffin. Hit the Griffin.
Woo!
Sorry about that. That was such a That's right. I'm gonna spawn Lancey guys in Charlie, Lancey guys in Bravo. That's B2C1.
This third drop is 2 lights, 2 mediums, 2 heavies, 2 assaults.
Jetzt in die Breite, ziehen Sie dann in die Breite. Lights, watch our backs. We're gonna about base and take up position in Bravo 6.
Ja, kurz Aufschaltung Delta 4, 3 Stück, 2 Mediums einleiten, wie ich es richtig gesehen habe.
Make a firing line. C4 Tactical Hill, boys. Fox.
Laufen unter ECM, hab 2 durchlaufen, 10 Bravo 4.
And get ready to hit people coming from our right. Charlie on the left, Charlie, Hellbringer on the left. Okay, let's group up towards the left. We're gonna press through Bravo 3 to Bravo 4. I think they're kind of spread out. Check yourselves, make sure you've got, UAV cool shot. Here they come, they're pushing hard, guys.
Decro. Tez on.
Go. Oh, got a contact here, Bravo 3. Nice, Marshall. I'm on Delta Griffin. We'll get cross it then, get in their face. They got a highlighter, they just pushed up on Theta. We need help on Theta. Up on Theta. Yep, that's the noise. Go. Let's finish this. Full pressure, guys. Full pressure. They're down low. They're down low in Charlie 3. Get the fucking arm, Jackson.
Jackson, cool shot.
Golf. I got him.
Okay, go.
Go, P3, go.
Echo, go.
Get over on your medium, guys. Get Echo Stormcrow. God, I suck as a pilot, but thank I packed my skill. I'm sorry that you died, sweet girls, but we will send a reasonably nice letter to your family.
Good day, everybody. This is Paradox42 and I bring you a match from the wonderful Van Sans Militia, I can't even properly pronounce this tournament, Scrapyard Showdown it is called. And we have the top match of the night with 2-8 Repass against Vigilance. The teams are already in the lobby. Drop 1 is played on Ceres Metal Scrapyard. Both teams are getting prepared. I kindly ask you to bear with me because let me check if everything is actually running. Want to make sure that we are fine here. But yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. Very good. Delay is working as well. and I am having a look at the team. Both teams are in the lobby already. Very well. So, quick info from my side. I spontaneously decided like an hour ago that it would be a good idea to stream again for the first time since 3 years. So any mishaps are fully on me. I'm quite happy that I was able to set up this stuff so quickly. Thanks to Ralphie for helping me out. A big thank you to both teams who allowed me to stream and therefore bring the match to you. As you can see, everybody is getting in right now. On the Team 1 side, we have 228. They, with Red Baron and Andilad as the team leads, bringing their people against a good old Vile or Vigilance, as they are called. Bowser and Chimera leading the team. The teams are still setting up, and I'm not sure. In the original seeding list, that was quite interesting to see. I think Vigilance should definitely have been seeded higher, but in the first match of a new tournament, usually it depends a little bit on tournament is playing out, and for this round, 228 is seeded as Team 1 and Vigilance is seeded as Team 2. The game mode is Conquest. If you're new to MWO Comp, this tournament is played 7 versus 7. In a sphere and clan mechs are allowed. Basically all kinds of mechs are allowed beside legendaries, even heroes are allowed. Team 1 is locked. That's very nice. Team 2 on the clock. And they are still getting some people in. So it's 7 versus 7. The game mode is 5 cap points Conquest with 750 tickets. The teams are playing on the North American servers, which should suit both teams very well. I think in terms of the tournament, 228 is considered an NA team and Vile an EU team, but most of the players, I think even on Vile or Vigilance, are actually NA based. The drops are limited in tonnage, and especially here drop 1 has a maximum tonnage of 210 tons and a minimum tonnage of 175. Therefore, a quick question here from Hedrick. Therefore, it's going to be a very light drop. Therefore, it should be a very light drop. Yes. So seems like Vigilance is getting ready as well. I'm not gonna jump into the map thread here. I just hope everything is going to go well with the stream. As I said, I didn't stream in 3 years, and this is set up quick and dirty. But we should be fine here. We should be absolutely fine. The most important part is that you get to see this wonderful match of these two amazing top teams. And I think that's going to be quite interesting. I'll have a quick look at the controls for the spectator view. I keep forgetting some of the controls for the spectator sometimes. And especially if you have to do a lot of stuff at the same time, it's going to be interesting. In terms of mechs, what should we see as I select? Okay, both teams are locked. We can get launching in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. We should expect a lot of light mechs, as it's a super light drop. Therefore, I expect it should be very, very brawly. And yeah, this is looking good as well. It should be very, very brawly. One specialty of the Van Zandt Militia Scrapyard Showdown is that Urbies are highly in demand. If you bring Urbies, is actually a tiebreaker, so that can be very important for your team. And here we go. Let's see if the teams are already coming in. We have, what do we have? We have on 228 side, 2 Fleas, an Osiris, a Cicada, Commando, Viper, F and an Adder, Vigilance bringing an Irby, Mistlings, Raven, triple Irby here. 2 Clan Irbys and one in S V Irby, a Flea and Vulcan 5S. As I said, it should be extremely brawly here, and this is definitely a brawly drop deck. And if you want, we can. Do I still know how to do that?
Target
Yes.
spotted. Target
We
spotted.
can go through the max here real quick.
New
Heavy,
target
small lasers.
acquired.
Target spotted.
New
Patrick,
target.
Snap with Max Shot, Lizzie, Heavy Large. Oh,
Fuel
Heavy
at
Large
25%.
Overwatch from the Derby. Here, small Max
Target
Shots
spotted.
here, Chimera and
Target
the Snap
spotted.
with PPC Max Shot Raven, Dario,
spotted.
Snap with Max Shot, that all
New
looks very
target
familiar. Heavy
acquired.
Machine Gun Micro Pulse in the Viper.
Airstrike online.
Machine Gun Small X Pulse, Medium X Pulse, Heavy
Target
Machine Guns,
acquired.
Medium Pulse, and so on. Let's get out of here, and the first engagement is already going on. UAVs are up here on the 228 side, and Vigilance is Dario is trying to get away. He might have Redburn is going down already in the Flea. Dario is kiting the 228 team here, while Chimera is shooting into the brawl. The others are trying to come in. Dario went down. Epic Pauna getting hurt, but Chimera went down in the Raven as well. Leprechaun is shooting Wolverine in the back. Epic Pauna still pretty hurt, but still alive. Is the Overwatch paying off for Vigilance? It doesn't look like it. Bowser is kiting here a little bit, taking a cap point. Where's he going? Hedrick killed Lavadishi. Little fight here between Epic Pauna and MechWarrior. Gladosaria is coming in. Hedrick is coming in here as well. The MechWarrior is going down. So Epic Pauna finally going down as well. The tables are turning a little bit, but Hedrick is pretty badly hurt. Leprechaun destroyed Wolverine. So it's 4 versus 2. Vigilance definitely turned that fight around. They should be able to finish the last 2 mechs, even if Endilat is still pretty healthy in his commando. Gladosaura trying to escape Leprechaun here, but he's pretty hurt already. Leprechaun got him, and now it's just Endilat left for 228 fighting Bowser, Lizzie, and Leprechaun. We can try to get a look on him. And there he goes down.
We failed.
For a moment it looked pretty good for 228, but Vigilance kited the 228 max very well, shot from all sides, kinda created the kill box. I will take the screenshot here and give you the stats. Have a look at the damage. Yeah, Leprechaun in the Flea did almost 400 damage, Lizzie in the Irby very high damage as well, very nice damage spread overall for Vigilance here, and therefore they managed to take the first win in drop 1 of this match. Let me know if the stream quality is alright for you, if you have any issues with the sound, so I can adjust this. This match is streamed with a 5-minute delay, so nobody gets an advantage. And we are going back into the lobby. Drop 2 is gonna be played on forest colonies. No. Is it classic? Forest colony? Let me check real quick. Yeah, it should be. Forest colony, snow, classic. Yeah, that's the right map. The tonnage requirements go up a little bit to max tonnage of 315, and in case anybody wants to use less tonnage, minimum tonnage is going to be 250, but I think that's very unlikely. We can have a quick look at first colony classic snow conquest, and if you want to have a look at the map, this is what it's gonna look like. Team 1 to date is starting from the Team 1 side, which comes with a number of challenges. The question is, it's conquest, so they are going to be interested in taking a 3 cap unless they want to brawl it out some way. For the conquested cap point definitely is going to be Kappa. If I remember it correctly, Kappa is a little bit more easy to reach from Team 2 side, and definitely Overwatch is a little bit more easy to establish from Team 2 side. I would expect 228 setting up some snipers maybe here around the tower. They might go somewhere here in the water. Sometimes teams are even pushing up to the ship, and the rest is probably going to set up somewhere around here. If they are more brawly, there's the option to go through the tunnel back here and get into the backs of the enemy mechs, or this route. And they are most likely gonna send somebody to the middle trying to prevent a Kappa cap at least, or taking it themselves if they can get control, which could be extremely tricky. On the Team 2 side, on the other hand, a lot of teams are setting up their snipers up high here on the radio tower, and here in this pile of rubble, which has very good overwatch over the map as well, and having some skirmishers in different kinds of positions moving around. Definitely watching for any kind of tunnel push. They are most likely going to send somebody streamlined to Kappa to get cap control if possible. And Team 1 is already set up. They are at 310 tons, so they are 5 tons under actually. And they go for Bravo Charlie spawn, which doesn't really make a difference here, but it might just show that they tend to go a bit more inland and they don't want to go wide route over the water, which is something teams in Div A usually wouldn't do anyway, so on this map, because it leaves them in the wide open, and allows the enemy team to take sniping positions inland while they approach. So Team 2 is probably going to set up somewhere in the back with some skirmishers more up front here in this area, going to take Theta Gamma and trying to establish Kappa control. And I expect that we will see some nice interesting sniping. Alpha Bravo setup so far. Alpha should be the traders, Bravo is gonna be more like the mediums and lights and Pop-Tarts. Perfect, both teams are locked. Launching in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Checking the chat real quick, and yeah, thank you guys. I noticed the thing with my microphone, but unfortunately I'm not gonna be able to fix that. But let's have a quick look at what we have here. Team 1 side, 2 to 8, Phoenix Hawk, Shadowcat, Mitsubishi, Locust, Vulcan, Commando, Crusader, Summoner. I think this is a brawl push.
We have gained Epsilon. They have resource point Gamma.
Not fully. They will try to go more inland here. Okay. And what do we have on the side of Vigilance? Ice Ferret, Shadowcat,
We've captured resource
Arctic
point
Wolf,
Sigma.
Incubus,
Kappa is
Trebuchet,
under
Blackjack,
enemy control.
Arrow, and Hellfire down here. They are taking the water side. Definitely establishing here Kappa, Gamma. They have the option to take Theta whenever they want to, and there's somebody on Theta already.
Theta
Kip
is
is
controlled by
capping
the enemy.
Theta in the Hellfire, and they are basically controlling the bottom side of the map this way, while 228 is they are now rotating back to the lower side with against the 3 guys of Vigilance here, and they noticed the 228 team is coming back. Dubix needs to get out of there. Anila jumping on him, but Bowser is providing cover fire for Dubix to get out of this position. But it's gonna be a bit tricky here. MechWarrior is coming in from the back, he's already moving forward. Vigilance is taking a very aggressive approach here. Very aggressive. Basically taking half of the map under their control, pushing 228 back into their spawn point and surrounding them. This is going to be interesting to watch. It looks like 228 is really struggling with this very aggressive approach. Not sure what they should do. Running back and forth a little bit. Wolverine and the Vulcan already at 75% here. Nothing too bad, just a little bit hit in the back. Let's take a look, see what's going on over here. Bowser's even capping Sigma here, but 228 is trying to prevent that. Taking pot shots at Quicksilver. 4 or 5 mechs in this one spot. This would make actually a great strike right now. Yeah, it really seems like 228 is struggling to contemplate what to do right now, and I can't blame them. It's really a difficult situation they are in. Bowser didn't manage to cap Sigma, but uncap it a little bit. Red Baron at 72%. Get a bit more close. I think they decided now that they need to engage, and this is what they are trying to do. Red Baron and Wolverine already badly hurt, and now they try to engage here into a brawl kind of situation. Chimera getting Wolverine down. Percentages are definitely looking good in favor of Vigilance. Red Baron going down in the Phoenix Hawk, he was hurt before. Dubix shooting down Fire and the Locust trying to turn around a couple of the Vigilance mechs, which he is not doing too bad. He's running into Dubix. Kip gets Gladiozauros 3 of 2 to 8 down already. They were badly hurt before they even started the engagement, so it was extremely difficult for them to get anything going. Lava and Fire Ant should be going down any second. Fire Ant here fighting 2 mechs at the same time. Lava, Epic Porner on the other side as well. They go down quickly as well. Fire Ant is going down. And Lava self-destructing. And that's it.
The enemy has capped enough
I
resources.
managed to kill Bowser in the Ice Ferret. Dubix is not looking too strong anymore. But beside that was a very, very decisive win by Vigilance. Interesting strategy, extremely aggressive. I would not have expected that, but as you can see, that was highly, highly effective. I'm very interested to see the damage numbers here. Chimera and the Trebuchet 630 damage, 506 from Leprechaun and the Incubus. The Shadowcat of Quicksilver 431. Both, all of them very effective. Nice damage spread on the wild side. And as you can see from the damage number on the 2 to 8 team, they really struggled to get anything going outside of Gladiozauer. Lava did a quite good job The Epic Pawn and the Crusader still above 300, but with 2 people, the Vulcan and the Phoenix Hawk, they got punished early, so badly by the enemy team. They barely had a chance to really get into the fight. So this means drop 2 goes to Vigilance as well. That's their second win. And we go back into the lobby. It's time to change sides now. I hope I didn't forget anybody. And now we have Vigilance on Team 1 side and 228 on the Team 2 side. So let me go. Now guys, what are you thinking so far? I'm just reading. It seems to get very pixelated when I get close to the fight. That's possible. Maybe it's... I mean, I'm not on the official channel, so I have my very own old Twitch channel, which I never use, so settings are standard, but I'm not sure how much resolution Twitch is giving me. And of course I have horrible comp graphic settings. I should have changed that actually before streaming and give you proper graphics. I have to apologize for that. I hope you forgive me in this case. But as I said, it was everything a little bit on short notice. I was just happy that OBS is still working, that I still had my MWO streaming set up. I didn't have to change too much. Just got the logos in and make some notes, so that should be fine in general. Team 1 is setting up a bit differently certainly than 228. Lizzie and Jiffy on the alpha side. And if we want to have a quick look at the map strat again, that means for Vigilance alpha spawn 1 in Bravo. This is probably gonna be the Kappa guy, and 3 alphas, 3 Charlie. They are gonna spread out. I'm very curious if they are gonna be as aggressive as before. It's a possibility. Maybe they play it a bit slower from the Team 1 side. Usually the Team 2 side is the side which is great, better for trading actually. At least this is how I feel about it. And I'm really curious if 228 has a different kind of approach this time for Team 2 side. They should expect maybe, or they probably expect a more aggressive approach from Vigilance after their experience in the drop before. But last minute changes are extremely difficult, and especially here against a team like Vile, you barely can't afford any kind of mistakes, not to mention last minute changes that might not work out, so they probably will stick to their strategy and hope it works out better than the drop before. And let's put Team 2 on the clock. What I really like about Division A teams, the teams are usually extremely well prepared. Everybody knows what they need to do. They have their maps prepared, the strategy is set, they have scrimped it a couple of times. These people have played so many tournaments, they know the things inside out. There still might happen minor mishaps every once in a while. Nobody is free from error, but the teams are very professional and gets stuff done rather quickly usually. There. And if you are new to comp, if you want to get into comp, have a look at the MWO comp server. There's a lot of resources for people who are new to the scene, and even seasoned and experienced pilots can definitely benefit from the resources available on the MWO comp channel, on the MWO comp Discord. There's all the information about the current and upcoming tournaments. If you're looking for a team or you're looking for pilots, that's something you can post about as well, and find new teammates and friends to play with and get into the comp scene. There's a lot of people who are happy to help you with anything you want to know anything about. Might it be builds or strategies or streaming. The tournaments provide some resources as well to get your teams organized. So it's a very friendly scene, very nice, especially compared to other games. So let's have another look at the lobby. How is it looking? 2 to 8, still 6 people, trying to get people in. Yeah, they take their time. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some last minute changes here. If they expect a similar aggressive strategy, they might want to become a little bit more brawly and then try a very, very decisive brawl approach. Usually in Division A you do not see a lot of full-on brawl, because teams are usually very, very well versed in terms of map control and creating situations where they make it hard for a full-on brawl team to actually get the advantage. Yeah, Mimi Man, your left ear, I heard about that. I'm very sorry. We get that fixed for the next stream, alright? And Team 2 is locked as well. Launching in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. It's actually interesting that it's only on your left ear. But that usually is not the case if I'm on Discord or anything else. Must be a Twitch thing. I'll figure it out after the stream, unfortunately. Get some feedback here for graphics. Graphics are fine, bro? Okay, sounds good. Okay. Let's see what we have. Locust Flea, Commando, Blackjack, Shadowcat, Battlemaster, and the Marauder Bounty Hunter too. Battlemaster 1G. This is definitely more, a little bit more rangy, or is it? Swiffy, let's have a look at you. Yes, 6 ER large. 6 ER large. Definitely a bit more slow play here from Vigilance after their very aggressive approach in the first drop on Frost Colony. Chimera and the Shadowcat here with beam lasers. They are pushing 2 to 8 off the Kappa cap point, making sure they don't get 3 cap. So far both teams with only 1 cap. The fight for Kappa is the most important one, and because you can always go back and get your other cap point. And Vigilance actually managed to get Kappa control. Just Sliver kept it, but for the moment that's more than enough, and they don't want to bleed anymore. Chimera here getting some shots in on the Summoner and Crusader on the right hand side, and let's have a look what they brought. PPCs and smalls on the Crusader. Bit pop tardy. Lava is really struggling to fight Chimera here. And the others are up here, and they are going through the tunnel. There's a tunnel push going on. Bowser, Dario and Dubix are getting out of the tunnel, fleeing from the 5-man push from 2 to 8 through the tunnel. Dario might launch a UAV here. And there's a UAV up for 228. In the meantime, the traders of Vigilance are going into the water, as you can see. Bowser in the flea really hurt already. He's trying to bail now. He doesn't want to lose his mech here. And this way 228 managed to get control of the top here, but Vigilance is bailing out into the water under the overwatch of their traders, which will make the approach of 228 a lot more difficult here. Jiffy and Chimera both working on the Summoner and the Crusader. They are pretty hurt. In the meantime, the rest of the team is trying to get away from the 228 push. And I think we should see Lava and Epic Corner going down here very soon. Jiffy is even getting in close range with the Battlemaster. The Summoner finally down. Epic Corner is going to go down next.
They've taken Epsilon.
You can see in terms of the percentages, Jiffy and Chimera both took quite some damage.
Resource
But
point beta is ours.
overall it's still looking a little bit better for Vigilance. Epic Corner managed to survive. Jiffy now fighting pretty close range with the Battlemaster. A little bit hurt. Wolverine coming in here in the Irby. They try to get the advantage now over Vigilance by being a bit more close range than the Battlemaster, for example. Chimera is trying to stay alive. Epic Corner coming in with the Crusader, with the... I think he lost both arms, so there's no small lasers anymore. The Irby is going down. That's 2 down for 228. Red Baron and the Hunchback is looking pretty bad. The machine guns are working on him. McRae in the meantime killed Cladosaurus. That's 3 down for 228. Red Baron is following immediately as well as Epic Corner. This leaves Andy Ladd and the Irby and
Enemy forces have Sigma.
Fire and the Piranha. Others coming back in here. Jiffy on Andy Ladd gets the kill. And this just leaves the Piranha, who was on cap duty. And I think he was simply out of weapons and therefore bailed and tried to cap. He's hiding here now from the enemy team. All 7 pilots still alive for Vigilance, even if the percentages are pretty low. Chimera down to 26% actually. That's a decisive win, and this is something that should be especially interesting for lower division teams. As you can see here, these pilots are very good in staying alive, rotating out of the match to leave as much firepower on the table as possible. And you can see here in the damage numbers again, Vigilance doing an amazing job, especially Chimera and the Shadowcat Michipushi. 663 damage, McFarry and the Blackjack 457. Darian the Commando did a great job as well. Overall a very even damage split between the teams, between the pilots on Vigilance side. 228 with some trouble to getting all their mechs effectively into the game. Fire and probably got caught out early in the Cypher with just 27 damage. But good try. I think they did some adjustments here, and it was really good to see that. But it is another win for Vigilance, which of course are the team everybody's expecting to win here, most likely, or a lot of people are, I think, are expecting them to win. And this means we are going to the next map, and this is going to be Lucian. Lucian, we're gonna play Lucian in drop 4 and 5 with the maximum tonnage of 420 tons, so this is the 2 most heavy drops. Minimum tonnage 335. And Lucian is one of the newer maps, but has been played a lot already during IC, the last tournament that was going on. So all these pilots know the map, not just from the PACU, but from comp as well already and have played on it a couple of times. So this should be interesting to see. So let me see if I adjusted my settings correctly here. Yes, 3 wins for Vigilance, for set up. Div A tunnel action, yeah. Historic gamer. Indeed. So far, I think it's a very entertaining match. I really like to see the very aggressive approach in Drop 2. Drop 3 was quite interesting in terms of... I think it would be interesting to hear from Red Baron and Andy Lab, the two team leads for 228, if they made some adjustments on the fly and tried to be a bit more aggressive. Going for the tunnel push was an interesting choice, trying to get top control basically of the map. But Vigilance reacted very, very fast. Very, very good move by them. Going to the water and playing the shoreline. Getting basically all of the mechs out alive before 228 could create any kind of surprise momentum. And ultimately winning the drop 3. Lucian with the more heavy mechs right now. Lucian is often played at ranges like 500 to 700 meters, so it's pretty good for AC5s. Sometimes you see AC10 stuff happening on the map as well, especially now with the more heavy drops, a couple of Pop-Tarters. The cap points are widely spread out. If you like, we can have a quick look at it. Lucian, where do we have Lucian? In the map spread. Lucian. Let's clean this up. So for our fourth drop of the night here, we have Vigilance on the team 1 side. They are setting up currently 1 in Alpha, 4 people Bravo, 1 Charlie. This is of course not all of the pilots yet. I don't know if the lenses are final. Chimera's starting to move people around. Alpha Bravo so far, so this is top side. They would get Kappa, Sigma, and probably try to get a theta control set up somewhere here in the Charlie 4, Charlie 5 area. Basically trying to get top control. And now for all people for Vigilance are in. Alpha Bravo still. Nobody in Charlie. They are green. They are locked. Perfect. Team 2 on the clock. Seems like 228 is basically set up Bravo Charlie already. This would be here. This is an interesting approach. They might still send somebody for a Gamma cap, but maybe later they will contest Theta as well from this side. They might go Gamma. They might go Theta. I can imagine that 228 is some teams on the team 2 side. They try to set up here, basically back here, playing a bit more long range, sending some people to Sigma, trying to get the Sigma cap. So the possibility for them is getting a Sigma Theta Epsi cap. It's pretty hard to do, especially against a team like Vigilance. But on the other hand, sending one guy over to Gamma, you never know if you run into an enemy light. And usually you want to avoid 1v1 situations, even if you win them, even if you kill. Both teams are locked. Even if you kill the enemy mech, usually you get lagged at least against equally strong opponents. 2, 1, and let's go. As you can see, let's go back so I don't forget to show you what's going on and you only get a radio cast. That would be a shame. If you send lights for cap points, what always can happen is that you run into enemy lights, and especially as a light, you never want to take a fair fight. 1v1s are kind of a gamble. and therefore the more experienced light pilots, they try to avoid these kind of situations if they can. I mean, it's not always possible to not get into a light fight, but if you have to take the fight, in the best case you want to have a 2v1 or 3v1 situation, or have some overwatch or anything like that, and in most cases you lag the enemy light, try to get away before you get lagged yourself, leave him and leave him there for your long range guys to kill him off in the end. That's the most effective way to do it. But let's have a quick look what 228 is bringing here. Yeah, large laser stone rhino, yeah, PPC
They've taken Epsilon.
cows, then bull shark, AC5 light
Command confirming
PPCs.
that we have possession of Kappa.
This is, as I said, a bit more Dakar heavy here. Then this is clan bull shark actually, AC10's plasma cannon. As I said, this is more mid-range, 5 to 700 meters about.
Theta is controlled by
Stone
the
rhino
enemy.
going up here on the right hand side. They are trying to get top control. In the meantime, here we have it. In the meantime, the two Locust and Commando got Theta, but will try to prevent Vigilance now with the Flea and Commando to take it back. It was just sliver capped,
We've
and
captured
top
Resource
side
Point Sigma.
we have
Resource Point Theta is
Stalker,
ours.
Longbow, 3 Stalkers and a Longbow coming in here for Vigilance, and this looks like a lot of Gauss, binary. This is a lot of mid-range laser bomb and stuff. Large pulse, medium, very high alpha builds, poke and shoot, and very effective against the lights as well, which can be good, because especially on a map as big as this one, even the Jenna here is medium lasers. Yeah, heavy medium lasers, of course, yeah. Especially, and there is the fire end is already down. That's exactly what I was just talking about. Very high alpha laser alphas. It's more easy to lag or kill an enemy light with it. If you get a good shot in. Red Baron and the Bullshark is really struggling here against this open firing line with binaries, very high alphas. Whenever the Dakar max poke, they get burned really badly. Red Baron already red down to 2 SE10s, and he goes down. And Vigilance here doing a nice Bandor move, opening up the situation. 3-4 people shooting the same targets, perfect target calling, getting Lava Daishi down here. Wolverine is next in the background. There's some support, of course, but and here again you can see a very nice ammo sharing from Vigilance. 3 mags are red, but this doesn't change anything. Leprechaun got Wolverine down. On the right hand side we have a little fight going on here with the Flea and Commando against the Shadowcat, which goes finally down, and the other Commando. Lizzie in the Longbow, going in more, trying to stay alive. The 2 Stalkers pushing up, taking Sir Epic Porner and the Bullshark 6 down. And now it's just Andy Lard that is left alive in the Commando, fighting against Dario here. But this shouldn't last any much longer. Yeah, I'm not even fast enough to get the reading on him.
Provide us huge tactical benefits.
Very decisive victory, even if you can see a lot of Vigilance mechs are open and cored and badly hurt, but they rotated out very, very nicely, managed to stay alive, and with good focus fire took out one after the other of 2 to 8. In terms of damage numbers, it shows as well very nice damage spread on Vigilance teams. Not even very high numbers, very good burns, very focused on single components. 2 to 8 fought really as hard as they could, but Gladysara was a little bit unlucky. Fire and got killed quite early. Sir Epic Porner did an amazing job in the Bullshark, shooting from the back, 917 damage, trying to fight them off as good as he could. He at least got the kill on Avedeos, but still Vigilance is the team to beat here, and that's a tall order to ask, to be honest. So let's get back into the lobby. We stay on Lucian, and I'm gonna change the sites again for the teams. 228 is going back to Team 1 and Vigilance changing teams and Vigilance is going to Team 2 side. Oops, no. Oh, what did I say? 2 to 8, yeah. Wild, Wolverine, Jiffy. Is this right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Just making sure. Not sure. Wolverine was with 2 to 8, wasn't he? Let me check real quick. Yes, he is not on the list for... Yes, it looks fine. So we have 2 to 8 on Team 1 side again. And Vigilance on Team 2. 2 to 8 is getting ready already. They're really fast, changing lances. And he let the team captain sorting out who is supposed to be in which spawn point, and we can so you get a better idea of where they are going, and they are locked already. Alpha Bravo top side. And that leaves Vigilance to set up their team. They might actually have done it already. So 2 to 8 Alpha Bravo top side, they will try to get this top control. Basically the approach 2 to 8 took and Vigilance took, and they went basically around here, killing off everybody on the 2 to 8 side. We will see if 2 to 8 can pull it off the other way around this time. And Vigilance on the Team 2 side so far setting up Alpha Bravo, mainly Bravo Charlie, which is the common spawn points. They have one guy in Alpha. Maybe they leave him there for a quick Gamma cap. Scout Derek is still coming in. That means somebody is probably gonna drop. So otherwise we have too many people in here. Yeah. Alpha Bravo Charlie, nicely spread out. Oh, okay. Let me show you the lobby real quick. People are getting moved around right now. Bowser's dropping again. So was this a race who gets a certain mech ready in time, or what was going on here? So guys, if you have any questions regarding comp or regarding what's going on here, feel free to post them in the chat. I suppose most people who are watching here most likely are experienced comp pilots themselves and might even participate in the current tournament or will be in one of the next. So these people have some experience as well. Ask around, they're happy to help. So seems like Vigilance has all the people in right now. They are sorting out their lances. 1 Alpha, 3 Bravo, 3 Charlie so far. So Bravo Charlie side is more heavy as we would expect for Vigilance with 1 person in Alpha. That's what it is looking like for now. 3 Bravo, 3 Charlie. And this would mean they go for Theta Gamma Epsi cap and probably trying to get control of this area. As you can see, my drawing skills are really very, very high. But you get the idea. So back to the lobby. Some final instructions from Chimera to the team. Both teams are green. Final check. Locked. And launching in 3, 2, 1. Let's get this going. Teams should be coming in shortly. Papa.
Command coming in.
And we have
Capture and hold the resource points. Stop
double
any
bullshark
hostiles from
Mauler
getting away.
from Vigilance here. Interesting to see the Mauler 6 AC5s, 2 AC10, 4 light AC5s on the Bullshark 6, 4 AC10, 3 plasma on the Bullshark M.
They've taken Epsilon.
Dario again in the commando, Scout in the Vulcan. They are going for Theta right away, contesting it. Fire Ant coming in the Locust again, supported by
Command,
Andilard.
confirming that we have
and the
possession of
Flea.
Kappa.
They will try to avoid, prevent the
They have resource
stop
point
moving and
Gamma.
slow. Says Lizzie. They will try to prevent the Theta cap here for 2 to 8, which is the most important thing here for the teams to do, because you don't want to be in a situation where you are forced to push
Beta
because
is
the enemy
controlled by the enemy.
team has more cap points and you're running out of time by losing on cap points, and this can happen. Usually at 3, I would say 400 cap points latest, if you are down in terms of cap points, you're basically forced to push and try to kill the enemy, and if they are in a receiving position, that's pretty hard to pull off. Vigilance spreading out here quite nicely. Let's have a quick look at what's going
We've
on
captured resource point
with...
Sigma.
Here we have Fire in the Locust going for the Gamma back cap, and we have Gladosaurus here in the Trebuchet. I suppose that's large and binary, yeah. And the Flea on the other side, Bull Sharks, Stone Rhino. Here large Stone Rhino actually, AC-10 Plasma Cannon, AC-5 Light PPC. That's basically the usual stuff. And beside that,
We have
I
Gamma.
missed the Vulcan so far. He's over there on the other side. There's some trading going on at the same spot. Like the other way around. Wolverine here in the Vulcan trying to make his way around and maybe get some back shots in, but he's on his way back now. Amadeus trading here with the Bull Sharks. Red Baron already pretty hurt. Halved, one touch CT. He probably is gonna go down immediately. Yes, there he goes down. Chimera right underneath the 2-8 team here, right underneath Epic Corner, but he has good overwatch from his teammates. Right, good overwatch. Lizzie went down in the Mauler in the meantime, or earlier, I might have missed that. And let's have a quick look at the light fight here. Andilard and Cooper fighting, and Scott Derrick fighting here close to Theta.
We have gained Epsilon.
Gladosaurus and the Trebuchet went down. So Epic Pauna is... Chimera is pop-tarting him. He's getting into real trouble here. Dario is sitting back here. Is he lagged or why is he hiding here? Yeah, he's lagged. Getting some Snubnose BBC shots off. Chimera died here against Epic Pauna. This is not looking too good for Vigilance right now. Taking the same position like 228 earlier shows to be a bit of an issue. It's kind of a bottleneck for the team. It's just Avedeus who's left, and he's pretty badly hurt as well. Halved an open CT, and Elad and the Fleas coming in from the back. So Dario is lagged anyway. Actually, this should be a win for 228 if they played well right now. But Scout got a kill on Lava. Wolverine, Avedeus went down, so Dario is lagged. But the lagged light can be dangerous, but Wolverine finished him off nicely, and Elad was coming in as well. Now it's just Scout who's left in the Vulcan. He's trying to bail here. But there's a 5 cap already for 228, and this is definitely a win for them. So this is gonna be a 4-1 in the end. And actually I should have hit this here to make everything more better visible for you, but as I said, 3 years now streaming. Bear with me and allow me to fuck 1 or 2 things up. I hope it wasn't not too bad. So everybody shooting on Scout here. He is tanking as good as he can, but at 30%, no way to stay alive anymore. Very well played by 228. I'm sure they are quite happy to have won this final drop. It always feels better, even if you're especially if you're playing against extremely strong opponents. If you can finish strong and at least take 1 drop from them. And let's have a quick look at the damage numbers. The Heavies and Assaults of 228 did quite a job. 792, 747 for Cervicona and Lavadaishi and the Bullshark and the Stone Rhino. They dished out a lot of damage. Red Baron unfortunately had to take a lot of beating from Vigilance early on. Trebuchet got killed quite early as well. And on the Vigilance side, very nice damage spread again, but this time not enough. This time unfortunately not enough for them. 418 from Avedeus and the Bullshark Scout, and the Vulcan 480. That's pretty impressive. 393. The Mauler did not really pay out with only 300 damage, but good showing, I would say. Really, really good showing. So let's put in final match score here, and that's a win for 228, which should make them quite happy. And we go back into the lobby and say goodbye to the teams. I hope you enjoyed the cast. I have been told MWO Comp is definitely looking for more casters. If you want to try your hands yourself on this, teams are all already leaving the lobby. If you want to try your hands yourself on casting, feel free to do that. And send you need to lock a ticket in the MWO Comp Discord. It was a pleasure showing the match. Thank you again to 228 and Vigilance to allowing me to cast this on very short notice and bringing this to you. I hope you enjoyed your time here, and I'll see you around. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.